Hi everyone, this is Sharon from the Life channel. So I'm going to experiment with interviewing myself here and give you my own story here on the channel, and I hope it's interesting. So I'm just going to read through the questions and cover my answers. So the first question is, how important has working been in your life? And I think for me, I've always worked. Even when I was 12 years old, I was working part-time. I've worked all my life, and I think I've probably made working too important. I've really built my identity around working, and so advice I might give to other people is keep a bit of time for yourself beyond work to discover hobbies or interests that you might like, and have a bit of balance with work. So the next question, did I pursue the job that I'm in, or did I fall into it? Well, initially I started out pursuing a job in a creative field of designing layouts of magazines, and I loved that. Worked in London for a little while doing that, and then I moved back to Ireland, and responsibilities started to rear its head, like mortgages, and I took a job with Microsoft, and that's when I sort of fell into project program management. And though I enjoy the technology and all the aspects, it's something that I fell into rather than something I was passionate about. And I've learned a lot doing that, but I sort of gave up my passion very quickly in the pursuit of meeting my responsibilities. So the next question is, have I retired, or am I planning to retire? So I have not officially retired yet. I'm in my 50s and thinking about retirement, and if I could, I would like to retire early. And the reason for that is I just want to be healthy and in good shape so that I can enjoy maybe traveling and new hobbies and sports while I'm healthy, and not really delay retirement too late for that reason. So moving on to what technological advancements do I consider most remarkable in my lifetime? Well, for me, the spell checker would be my answer to that. And that probably sounds really weird, but that's because I'm dyslexic and I can't really spell anything. I have difficulty sounding words. So if I had not got the help of a computer and a spell checker, and I would not have even got a job. I still make typos even with the help of a spell checker, and sometimes miss words, but it's not as bad as it could be without a spell checker. So for me, that was the most amazing technological advancement, and basically saved my self-esteem and helped me to move forward with getting jobs. The other question is, how do you think technology compares today to what we imagined when we were younger? And in school, when I was small, I imagined there'd be flying cars, and we'd be hovering along on hovering boards and all this sort of thing. And I don't even know why, but that's always something that you think about. But practically, I think technology has actually moved quite slowly in the areas of air travel. It's the same as it always was. Planes don't really go that much faster, and the whole process seems to have remained the same my whole life. And train travel, I thought we'd be flying around America on bullet trains, and trains go slower than anything. So I think technology has been very slow in certain areas. It's been fast in information technology on computers, but I'm kind of disappointed that we do not have a much more high-tech infrastructure society around us. What are the most significant life lessons that I've learned? Well, I suppose on a personal level, I would encourage people to try and work hard at your marriages and make your marriage work and keep your family intact if you can. A lot of people end up getting divorced, which happened to me, and though that's worked out and I'm happily married again, it does majorly impact your family and your children. So if you can work through your problems and keep everybody going. I think it's a really good investment of your time and effort. And if you can't, then I'd really encourage parents to really work together with a good working relationship for the sake of their children, so that the family can remain intact for them as well. So that would be probably the most significant life lesson that I've learned. Any advice on how people can be happy in their life? I think, as I mentioned earlier, work has been super important to me, and I would look for people. I would advise people to have more balance and have work, but focus a lot of time on your relationships and invest in those. And if you've made a commitment, don't say, "Oh, I have to work." Try and balance and do both, or make time for catching up on those things. And then also make time for your hobbies and stuff, so you've other interests, because it energizes you and makes you feel better at work anyway. So that would be my advice. Focus on your relationships, focus on your hobbies as well as your job. And then, what advice would you give your younger self? I think I tell my younger self to realize how amazing you are when you're younger. You're your most beautiful, your most energetic, your most fit that you're ever going to be in your whole life. And you often hear young people, including myself, saying, "Oh, I look terrible, I look fat, I look this, I look that." And you know, when you're older and you look back on pictures of yourself, you go, "God, I look so amazing. Oh, I look so amazing." But you didn't think that at the time. So I know it's easy to say with hindsight, but I'd really encourage people to realise how amazing and beautiful they are when they're young, and to value that, because it's not something that you have forever. And that's really my last question. I don't have any other nuggets of advice. Still got more learning to do myself, and hoping that we see some other videos from interesting people to hear what I can learn from them. And so if you'd like to share any of your story with a little interview with myself on those simple general questions, then please sign up using the link in the description. And thanks a million for listening to this video. I hope you enjoyed it.